I know the power of patriarchy. I know what men can do when they're angry.
Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Pagey here once again. You might be wondering, this is the most random setup we've ever seen, and if you don't watch my live streams, you've probably never seen this setup. And now, the reason for that is you can probably see in the reflection right there, that's usually where my normal setup would be, with like the shelves and the pop funkos and stuff, where I'd normally film a Q&A. Most of you, or at least the ones that are in my stream and some that follow me on Twitter, I think that's about it, would know that I'm actually moving houses. So, yeah, so that's stuff I've packed up so far, but this is why I'm doing the Q&A video. Not to sound crappy, but it's an easier video to make, and also it's good for you guys so you get involved. So I asked you guys on the community tab a couple of hours ago actually, but there's a decent amount of questions there already, so I thought there's enough there to do a video on, because I need to crank this out quickly before I have no internet and can't upload. But yeah, if you're going to enjoy it, it'd be awesome if you could leave a like. Maybe leave some questions in the comments, and I might use this video as the source for more questions for another Q&A video in like a week and a half or 2 weeks or something. So yeah, do that. And of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. So the first question comes from DeBoss Official, who asks, would you rather bring back Savitar or Zoom if you could? Easily Zoom, because Savitar was not good. Question 2 comes from Bina Schnitzel 01, that's a good name. He goes, what are your predictions for Avengers 4? Time travel, new characters that we haven't met yet, some setup for the follow-on of this journey in the MCU, because this is going to be basically the big full stop on this, first 10 years if you want to call it, or 11 years I guess it'd be by the time Avengers 4 comes out. So it should be really good. Will it be better than Infinity War? I think it will, because Infinity War was good, but I don't think it was like 10 out of 10 good. So Avengers 4, you know, if it ends well, should be better than Infinity War, hopefully. Director of Hydra comes in with the page, do you have abs? Absolutely not. Let's move on. Iron Spider Studios, what's your favorite MCU movie / film? Question mark. Should have thought of these answers before I started the Q&A. I really like the Captain America series, especially Winter Soldier. Love Thor Ragnarok. I'd have to say Thor Ragnarok, because when you say that, the first movie that comes into my head is Thor Ragnarok. It was just so funny, and yeah, so I'd have to say that one. Z Music 2013 or 2013, whichever way, asks, do you think Ragman should return? I don't know if that's the Arrowverse Arrow. If it fits, don't just force him in. Like if there's an episode where like, Ragman would be good here, then yeah, bring him in. Remy786 asks, which do you prefer, Marvel or DC? Most of you know I'm a DC guy, however, I do like Marvel. I like both, just that DC was what I grew up with, whether it's through the comics, games, movies, obviously the animated TV shows and stuff like that. DC was just everywhere when I was growing up. Marvel is more now, so if you're like, were growing up in the past 10 years, like you were like 10 years ago or something, or even like 10 years ago or something, you know, between that 18, 20 years now, you grew up with Marvel for the most part through the beginning of the MCU and stuff, so you're most likely going to be a Marvel person. But for me, back in the day when I was growing up, you know, DC was everywhere. So yeah. Leo Emini, I think it's a correct way to pronounce it, asks, will season 7, be the last for Arrow? By the script, yeah, you'd say that, because they said it was a 7-season sort of thing. But if it keeps getting ratings, I'll keep going. And I think that there is more that they can do there if they want to. But I think throughout season 7, you should get a gist or like a taste or like a hint of whether they're going to end it this season or not. Or even at Comic-Con in like a couple of weeks, they could say like, yo, this is our last season, enjoy it while you can. Josh King comes in with the who will be the villain in the Flash 2020 movie. So the Ezra Miller Flash solo movie. You would have to say Reverse Flash. I know the Flashpoint leaks and rumors said that it was going to be like Dr. Light or something, which was weird. So you'd think it had to be Reverse Flash, or at least he has to have a massive presence in the movie. And maybe they can make the Rogues the villains if they want to, if they're not going to make Reverse Flash that main end villain sort of thing. But yeah, if I had to put money on it, I would say Reverse Flash, because why wouldn't you? Yusuf Machete comes in with the how do you think Reverse Flash will appear this season? I think through something to do with Nora Allen. If he was going to appear this season, like a cameo or an episode or two, it would be that like Nora Allen has come face to face with Reverse Flash in the future, possibly after Barry has died or something. That'd be pretty cool. And just seeing how they interact, or just seeing a story around them. Maybe Eobard Thawne befriends Nora Allen. She doesn't know who he is and stuff like that. That'd be pretty interesting. But I want to see Reverse Flash. Like, if it's Tom Cavanaugh playing him, I'm cool with that. If it's Matt Letcher playing him, I'm cool with that. Just Reverse Flash in some form where he isn't just, oh, typical evil plan. Like, do something else with him that's really cool, and I'd really like to see that. And I'm sure most of you would be in agreeance with me. Is that a word? We're gonna go with it and flow with it. Agreeance. Ezekiel Rendon goes, what are those? It's just a Hulk squishy thing. Like, it's nothing to get too overexcited about and angry about. Jesus. Yol Beast asks, do you think Nora will just be in this season, or will she be a regular for season 6? Season 5 regular, and that's about it. I can't see her being in season 6 unless it's a cameo. So just expect her to be in this season. She's going to basically serve a purpose like your Julian Alberts and stuff like that, like just for the season, then they go off. You know, it's that new character for the season, and then they go off at the end of it. That's basically what Nora Allen will be like, because you got to remember she's from the future. She can't stick around here that much, because well, time travel laws and rules and regulations, I guess. Kevin asks, San Diego Comic-Con this year or nah? No, not this year. Some of my two of my friends were like, "Oh, do you want to go next year?" It's a hassle to get them, especially if you live outside of outside of America. Sorry, especially Australia, where it's like a 6 or 13-hour flight. Maybe the thing is that, as I said, it's a hassle traveling from outside of America to go there, when necessarily, like, it's just when it comes down to it, it's your normal convention, then they just have the really high level things which you won't be able to get into. So just got to see, like, is it worth the cost or not? But I don't know, maybe I'll decide later in the year if I'm going to go next year. But this year, not going. I'll be sitting over here in Australia and tuning into everything from the Comic-Con. Ignacio Roca, hopefully I pronounced that correctly. When do you think they'll finally cancel Supergirl? Just a bit of a salty question there, Ignacio, sorry, hopefully I pronounced that correctly. I think when Melissa Benoist wants to leave, just me saying this is my personal opinion, I don't think she necessarily, I think she likes playing Supergirl, I just don't think she's committed to the show, which sort of, it sort of relates to her going on that Broadway thing. I think she would rather do Broadway than do Supergirl, which sort of shows when she would, they're going to start filming Supergirl in like 2 weeks time, and she's going to be doing Broadway for another 2 weeks after that. She doesn't finish till August the 4th. So it could end this season. It just depends if Melissa Benoist wants to keep doing it, and I don't think she does. I think she likes playing the character, as I said, but I don't think she likes the schedule of being in Vancouver for 9 months filming a TV show. Isaiah D, hopefully I've pronounced it correctly. Why did you decide to start a YouTube channel? What's your favorite show? Well, I started this channel, I think in 2014, I want to say. I'm going to say 2014, maybe end of 2013, one of the two. And I basically started this channel as a continuation of another channel of mine that was actually closed. So that channel I started ages ago when like Smallville was on. So that would have been 2009 or 10. I started that channel. That was when YouTube copyright was much stricter, or much more strict. And there was copyrighted material then. They shut down the channel. I didn't bother starting up straight after that. And then 2014 or 2013, whenever it was, I just wanted to really do this again. So I did it. In regards to what my favorite show is out of the Arrowverse stuff, I would say Flash then Arrow. It's close. In general, my favorite show is probably The Office. It's probably the show I've watched the most. And yeah. Shades for Life comes in with a, why don't you talk about the DCEU and MCU movies? Well, I'm actually going to be starting to do that going forward. As I was saying at the beginning of this video, I'm moving. This is going to allow me a much more creative space and more time as well to do what I want to do. So expect stuff, especially around Comic-Con, obviously, with this stuff. But after that, and probably before, I actually have a Marvel video coming out, I think tomorrow from when this video is going out. Legend Savage Boy comes in with a, when is Titans going to be released, and will you do trailer breakdowns for it? In regards to the last bit, yes, once again, I think Comic-Con, they gave a trailer. I think they said the show's coming out like August or September. That's like the rumor. So maybe September or October, I'd say. I can't see it coming out August. It's a weird time to release a show. So I would say September or October. Like late September to early October, we'll get Titans. And yeah. And then finally, Doug Snyder comes in with the, any theories on the mystery of Apartment 4? Honestly, there's too many to list. Doug, I can't really talk about Apartment 4 in this video. It's just, there's not enough time. But I'll try and make a video maybe in the next week or so on the mystery of Apartment 4 and what it could mean going, you know, into season 5 of The Flash, but also beyond that. But thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, it'd be awesome if you could drop a like and it shows support. As I said, let me know in the comment section down below any more questions, or leave your questions in the comment section down below for another Q&A video in like the next week or two, I guess. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. I'll catch you later, guys. Goodbye.